I just, I don't know. I feel like my immune system is normally naturally pretty strong. I rarely get sick. I was actually just telling my girlfriend the other day that she has the immune system of a potato bug.
Oh, boy.
And then the next day she's like, I think I'm getting sick. I'm like, told you.
Yeah, motherfucker. We're gonna take it up a few notches right now. See if y'all can keep up.
What's up, everybody, and welcome to episode 75 of the ScruffCast. I'm Jon.
And I'm Dan.
75. Hard to believe we've actually made it.
Yeah, and it would have been 76.
But we weren't here last week.
But we weren't here last week.
No, we took the week off. We saved you the treacherous trek through the tundra out there. It was really shitty last weekend.
A little bit of snow.
Monday.
So...
No bueno.
That was it.
A little bit of snow? No bueno. That's
a little bit of snow.
If it rhymes, then it's true.
Unfortunately, we have other things in our lives we have to do, like shovel that snow and drive in that snow. Just like everybody who listens to this.
Yeah, in fact, you're probably stuck in the snow on a shitty drive. You're like, oh, man.
I know. Oh, good thing I have the ScruffCast to listen to today. What do you mean they didn't record it?
Should have been following us on Twitter, at ScruffCast. That's where I tweeted about it.
Did you? Good.
I did.
Also, we didn't do our Movember update.
No, we didn't,
So
because
we're 2 weeks further along in our mustache growth. Still,
yes, we're recording this on the 18th, so we're 18 days into our mustache journey.
I'm going to take my photo right now as we speak of my mustache, because I haven't done one yet.
We'll take my photo afterwards. But we'll put them together. We'll share them on Instagram. Follow us at the ScruffCast. And hit us up. Hit up the description in the video. We'll post a link to our Movember team. We've been raising money. We're well into the hundreds now. So.
Yeah, not bad at all.
Not bad at all. So listeners out there, come on, donate. Help support men's health.
I'm not really even paying attention right now. I'm taking this photo of myself.
See, that goes to show how
perfect photo. Hold on, I'm gonna get the mic in there.
How majestic the mustache is. It's just silent as I watch you take this photo. Listeners, so have nothing to glean onto here.
I was like, should I smile? I feel like it takes away. There's like an extra, like mustache shadow cast. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Can't see it as much.
I will say the mustaches are coming in quite nice. The listeners will see by now. I'll post them. I'll post the mustaches on Wednesday, same time when I post the episode. But anyways, hit the link in the description. I believe it's in the bio of our Instagram account as well. It'll be in the descriptions of videos, and we've tweeted it out. So go on there, throw us $1, throw us $2, throw us $200, whatever you want. Dan's still taking photos over here. It looks like he's like FaceTiming somebody right now.
That might be the one.
Picture of his mustache. All right.
Whatever.
So we're back. We always say we're back when we're never actually back, but this time we're back after the week off. Hope you guys didn't miss us too much. But one of you missed us enough to write in to scruffcast@gmail.com.
Boop. So here we go. Subject is another great episode. Obviously not the one from last week, because there was none. Sup, ScruffCast? Hope you have both been well. Awesome of you guys to raise awareness for not only male cancer types, but also mental health. I hope both your mustaches come in well. So far, so good.
Thank you, listener.
So far, not bad. I shouldn't say. So far, so good.
Yeah, I'd say I'm like half Pablo right now.
Yeah. We'll get to the full Pablo.
Yeah, I've decided, just to hijack the email here, I think I'm going to keep the mustache around a little later than November ends. I'm going to keep the mustache, but I'm just going to let a bit of the scruff grow in as well. Like almost just a little too much scruff that you'd be like, oh, well, that's not Movember acceptable, right?
Right.
But just enough scruff.
All right, fair enough.
In case the listeners were curious.
I'm sure they were. I enjoyed both your takes on cancel culture. I pretty much agree with you both. The lack of chance for redemption and the hypocrisy of people judging others and making mistakes are the things that really tick me off about it. One of my favorite comedians, Louis C.K., unfortunately suffered due to the fate of cancel culture, but news out there is that he's making a comeback, so I hope for the best. Yeah, he did get hit by that cancel culture, and his was the least deserved out of all of them. We won't get into it on here.
No, we won't get into it. But there was much more severe offenders.
Much more. You guys can Google it for yourselves. His wasn't that bad. I like the top 5 celebrities list you both provided. Offered some cool insight into both of you. Here's mine. Number 5, Bill Maher. Hate to get political, but I appreciate his views and thoughts on politics. While I don't agree with everything he says, he's a good start of how political commentators should be.
Good
Number
choice.
4. Yeah, he's okay.
See, that's the thing.
He
You're
says
not-
some wacky stuff sometimes, though.
But the thing is, you're not supposed to agree with everything somebody says. If you only were friends with or followed people that, you agreed with on everything, there'd be nobody because everybody has their own beliefs.
Yeah, you're right about that, actually. You're right.
I mean, Dan, you don't even like beef. We're still friends.
That's true, yeah.
We have no beef. Okay.
Oh. Number 4, Norm Macdonald. One of the funniest Canadians alive, and his late night interviews are always entertaining. His moth joke will go down in my books as the most fucked up jokes I've heard. Which I just found out Norm Macdonald was Canadian from this email. I didn't know that.
I feel like I knew that and forgot about it.
Fair enough.
And I have heard about his moth joke, but I don't remember what it is.
I've never.
So I can't officially condone it.
We'll YouTube it after this,
Yeah.
maybe. All right, number 3, J. Cole. You guys talk about authenticity a lot during your lists, and that is the first word I think of when it comes to him. He brings a fresh take on rapping that I appreciate, especially getting older. Number 2, Chris Rock. It was hard to choose from him or Dave Chappelle, but I think overall I find Chris Rock is one of the wisest people on the planet. I always enjoyed his specials and interviews. He always dropped tidbits of wisdom, which I always appreciate. Now, I actually watched this whole Chris Rock thing the other day, just different clips of him on late night shows and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It was so funny. It was really good.
I have actually never seen any of his stand-ups.
I saw Tambourine, the one he just released on Netflix. I can't say I've seen a lot of his old stuff, but...
What's that movie he's in where he's a golfer and the golfer dies? Is that him? The golfer dies and then he comes back and he's like, Tiger, Tiger, Tiger Woods, y'all, and he slides into the room.
He's not a golfer. That's just one scene with that. No,
Is it? Oh, he comes back and he has a lot of money.
He comes back as an old white man.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, he's this old white rich guy.
I just remember he goes, Tiger, Tiger, Tiger Woods, y'all.
And
he's
the old white rich... It's called Down to Earth. That's what it's called.
Down to Earth,
Because
yeah.
the old rich white guy is such a jerk, but then when Chris Rock goes from his body, he becomes such a nice guy because Chris Rock was just a normal guy, right?
Shout out to Down to Earth. That's a hidden gem.
He is, yeah, that's a really good movie. That was one of the first movies I remember getting myself on VHS.
Yeah, I haven't seen that movie. I've probably only seen it once or twice.
It's a good movie. All right, and this is number 1, Mark Hoppus, who is the bass player from Blink-182, if nobody knew that. I gotta thank Danny, that's me, for this one. He's my all-time favorite bass player and one of the reasons I picked up playing. He's funny, hip, and brilliant songwriter. And just by his use of hip just shows the age of not only Mark Hoppus, but also this person.
I was going to say, would anybody describe us as hip?
Maybe one day.
I doubt it.
I've been listening to the new Blink album, and I'm so grateful they're releasing music. Also, who doesn't want a pink bass? There's a lot of people out there who want a pink bass. Maybe not the kind of ones you'd want to be hanging around with, but...
Yeah, where'd that sentence come from in this email?
I don't know. It's there. I didn't make that up. That was
Nope,
written in
nope.
there. Hold on to your butts.
Because here we go. All right.
I
a little rusty.
gotta stop writing long emails. But anyway, keep up the good work, ScruffCast. I mean, StacheCast. Oh, that was so good. I love that.
I do. I like that
Dude,
StacheCast.
I
as
love
well.
that. The StacheCast. How's it going? And
like-
you definitely keep writing long emails. We enjoy long emails.
Yeah, the hell.
It's the long questions to ponder we got the problem with. Give us
it
something
was
short and sweet.
unnecessarily wordy.
Yeah, because we don't like most stuff. We don't read through the stuff before, so we don't have time to prepare for those things.
No, so
we
then
come on here and we sound even dumber than normal.
because we get to experience it fresh along with the listeners.
Yeah, exactly.
You think I edit this podcast?
A nice short one. That's what we're all about. Unless we have volume problems, which
Yeah.
is about 50% of our episodes.
Yeah, it's like, hey guys, welcome to ScruffCast 73.
And then the other
It's like,
person's like, all right, so today's episode, we're going to be doing 75 episodes in, and we still haven't really mastered the sound.
dude, this is our third studio.
Yeah.
This is our fourth studio, actually. We had another one.
Oh, yeah, technically. Yeah, you're right. This is our most legitimate one.
Yeah,
The other ones have been basements, living rooms, or kitchens.
this is like a legit studio. We got
This
the
is
mic
a little
set
more
up.
legit.
Very nice. Well, it's a legit studio, and we record a legit podcast. That I didn't have any sort of
segue. There was no segue. That was just it.
All right. Do you want to just run down the agenda in the order we have here?
Yeah, let's go nuts.
All right. So I have a small change to a rule I laid out long ago. Longtime listeners, and anybody who knows me personally, will know that I love Christmas.
Yes.
God damn, I love Christmas so much.
I've never seen you so passionate about anything in my life.
Yeah, there's almost nothing I love more than Christmas.
Yeah, I could tell.
Almost nothing. So, we discussed long ago. I can't remember what episode it was. Usually I have a pretty good memory for that stuff, but I remember it was in the description. Jon and Dan laid down the rules for celebrating Christmas.
Yeah.
We laid down the rule, and my rule was December 1st. Then you can start, put up the decorations, watching the movies, right?
Yes.
I like to wait till December 1st, step on the gas, boom, straight ahead, 25 days of Christmas.
It's not a slow acceleration. You're 0 to 100.
Yeah. If you're not snapping your neck on the way up,
you ain't doing Christmas right.
You ain't doing Christmas right.
Okay.
And then your sort of caveat to the rule was you can watch one Christmas movie the day of the Santa Claus parade.
Yes.
Right. So...
And then December 1st.
And then December 1st you start.
You can go nuts.
So I have a bit of a problem with this because I don't know what it is, but Christmas just has its pull on me this year. I cannot wait till December 1st, so I'm modifying the rule.
Okay.
I will say after American Thanksgiving, you can jump in, which this year is only an extra 2 days or 3 days. American Thanksgiving is November 28th.
Okay.
But I need those extra few days.
We'll give it to you this one. Right. This year.
Plus, then you can get in the spirit of Christmas on Black Friday, go shopping.
You know Christmas what? Gifts. I've been thinking, I want to get a little more festive around the holidays. I find the past maybe, I don't know however many years, I've slowly had less joy around the Christmas time, Not less joy, but it's
as you grow up, it's not as exciting.
Yeah.
There's that magic.
Yeah, but now, especially with Leo and stuff like that. I mean, he's not going to get it this year. Still, probably not next year. But eventually, I want him to really enjoy it. So I want to amp it up myself. I want to dress up as Santa Claus and decorate the whole house obnoxiously and stuff like that, right?
So I read this thing one time, and it's the number of magic Christmases you get, right, when you have kids, and it's you really only get 7 or so magic Christmases.
Where you still believe in Santa Claus.
Because you are about 3 or so by the time you actually start really understanding Christmas, and you can hold on to those memories and remember it until you get to I don't know, let's say 10 before Christmas is ruined, you're older, the magic isn't there. So you only get 7 of those magic Christmases.
Yeah.
It's your whole lifetime, only 7.
Yeah. Yeah, you got to make them count.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know if I describe myself as festive, but damn, I love Christmas.
Yeah.
I can't wait. That's one of the things I'm excited about for when I have kids, is Christmas with kids.
Well, that's what I mean, right? I want to try to become more festive. Now, Anna is much more festive. We got into an argument just the other day about putting the Christmas tree up.
She wanted to put it up already?
She wanted to put it up, I think, Sunday, which it turns out we didn't have time to do anyway. But I put a hard foot down on that.
You put the kibosh on it.
And she ripped that foot right off the ground. She didn't care.
So did the tree get set up?
No, it hasn't yet because we didn't have time. But my December 1st rule, I don't think is going to fly in that household. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. But like I said, I'm willing to bend a little bit to try to become more festive. But I think the thing that killed me, because I hate Christmas music.
It's a little much.
Now, this is the thing, though. Because at work, I think I said this on the podcast, too, before. At work, the station we listen to plays Christmas music from the Christmas parade all the way up until Boxing Day. Plays Christmas music straight through. And, Christmas music is super repetitive. It's the same songs sung by different people, pretty much, right? So after, you're hearing it for 6 weeks up until Christmas, or 5 weeks up until Christmas. It drives you crazy after a while, right? You ended up hating it.
That's why the December 1st rule is there. Because if you step on the gas, you go full in, you can only handle so much.
Exactly, yeah. That's why I'm trying to contain it, right? But this year, we don't have that channel at work. We're listening to a different station.
Nice.
And so even we went to the mall before coming back here today, and just hearing the music in the mall. I had the Christmas music going. I was like, see, I like this. This is okay. Hearing the Christmas song here and there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Nice drive, a few Christmas tunes. I'm good with that. Oh, dude, we got to do a top. I'm going to save it. Save it for a future podcast. Closer to Christmas, we're going to do a top 5 Christmas song list.
Dude, I like that one.
Yeah.
We definitely are going to do top 5 Christmas gifts that we've gotten.
Oh,
Because I've got some gifts.
I think the
already
whole
in
month of
mind.
December, we just go
Christmas themed top 5.
Christmas themed top 5.
Yeah. The real question is, how many episodes do we get out in December?
I don't know.
Dude, what day of the week is Christmas this year?
Let's find out.
Dude, it's a Wednesday. So if we record an episode, an extra
On the
episode
23rd.
in there somewhere, on the 23rd Festivus, another day I love, you could be waking up on Christmas morning with the ScruffCast.
Waking up to the ScruffCast.
It's highly unlikely we will. Maybe we'll squeak an extra one in there somewhere.
We'll try anyway.
Yeah, we'll try.
But that's it. We'll try our best.
Yeah. You wake up Christmas morning, you get a new Microsoft Zoom for your kids. Oh, sweet! I can listen to the ScruffCast on this.
The Microsoft Zoom.
Shout out to the Microsoft Zoom.
Yeah.
Anyway, so Christmas really has its hooks in me this year, and I'm fighting it.
Maybe it's time to give in.
So that's why I modified the rule. Time to give in. You're the one with the stricter rule, and you're like, oh, here we go. And now you were talking
I'm
about
getting soft, man.
You were talking about Christmas, and you realize how fucking awesome
Dude,
it is.
I'm getting soft. Like, you know what, too? I walked in the house yesterday. What's that smell? And it's like, what do you mean? I was like, that smells like there's a Christmas tree in the house. She's like, it's the air freshener I bought. I was like, of course. She's got like a Christmas air freshener already going through the house. As soon as you walk in the door, poof! Get slapped with Christmas right in the face.
Dude, if you're going to get slapped in the face, nothing better to get slapped with than Christmas.
Fair enough. All right. So,
I'm sure we'll talk about Christmas more as we get closer and closer.
I'm sure we will. So I wrote a little something in here. So I don't know if anybody else saw this. I don't know if you saw this.
I have not.
So Pharrell Williams, the guy who sings that stupid song "Happy."
Yep.
He did a GQ photo shoot and like an article in their magazine. This was a couple weeks ago, and I saw him. Then I didn't really think about it till like more recently. But so the whole article was based. I think this is so ridiculous. So the article was based around how he's trying to like break down barriers of like masculinity.
Okay.
You know, and allowing himself to be more feminine and stuff like that, right? So, you know, there's like photos of him, and it's like a full interview too. So there's photos of him like just wearing just crazy things, man. And by crazy things, I don't even mean like, oh, feminine things. Like he was literally just wearing crazy things, but it's besides the point. So there's like some photos of him in that. There's photos of him laying like in like a flower field. You know what I mean? Because like, oh, he's so feminine. And then this is the kicker. You ready for this?
Yeah.
Literally a picture of just his face, and he had just like a tear coming down his face.
Like the Native American with the garbage field behind him?
I guess, yeah. But kind of like, yeah, I'm feminine. No, I can cry. It doesn't bother me. Like, it was just so like staged. You know what I mean?
That's exactly what it is. It's phony baloney.
Yeah,
Everybody
it seemed
cries.
like so unauthentic.
Yeah.
It was just like outrageous. I remember just being like, how did nobody else pick up on this? To just be like, dude, are you serious?
Because you know what?
We get it.
They had to.
You're in touch with your feminine side.
You don't get that shot on the first try, so they've got to do a few, and then he's looking back through, right, and they're showing him, and he's like, yeah, that's the take.
Yeah, and it's
that's
not fake tears. There's no way. Sorry, it's not real tears. There's no way.
Yeah. So it's so fake, and isn't it a little like sexist to just assume only women can cry?
Well, dude, that's funny you mentioned that because I was kind of thinking the same thing. If they want to, you know, if we were part of the cancel culture,
Yeah.
like the
GQ,
most
canceled.
aggressive, that was the point. That's a point we could like, you know, post.
Dude, I already see the hashtag get canceled. GQ.
You know what I mean? Yeah, people can be like, what? So just women cry?
Yeah.
Women can also be strong and not cry. You know that, right? It's not crying's not a feminine trait.
Right? It's like, make up your mind. You know what I mean?
Even though like people didn't say that, obviously.
No.
We're putting words into people's mouth now. But like the argument could be made anyway.
Yeah.
But the whole thing was just like so disingenuous. It was like it just
like
bothered me so
pandering.
much. Yeah, I was like, this is so lame. Like there's stuff that like bothers me so much. You know, like when you get embarrassed for someone.
Yeah.
And you almost feel like you got that like the twisting in your own stomach.
Yeah, you got the
like,
cringe.
I'm
You're like,
so
"Oh,
embarrassed
God."
for them that I feel embarrassed almost. That's kind of the feels I got on this one. I was like, dude, this is so lame.
Now, I
What are you doing?
followed Pharrell closely ever in my life, but
No, neither of us.
after that song, Happy, I feel like he just kind of disappeared for a while.
Probably for the best.
Right? So then now he's like, okay, you know, I gotta get back into the public eye. Here, I'll do this really pandering photo shoot. Dude, I guarantee you he's coming out with Christmas songs.
Yeah, maybe.
That's probably why.
Oh, speaking of that, okay, we'll try to stray off Christmas a little, but one more thing.
Yeah.
John Legend and I think it was Kelly Clarkson just came out with their own rendition of "Baby It's Cold Outside."
So the movie or the song came out. I heard they were re-recording this.
Okay, yeah. No, but it's just like, people brought up the whole debate about the song again, right?
Oh yeah, people were complaining about it last year because it was like, some woman wants to leave, but he's like, "Oh baby, it's cold outside. You better stay in here."
I think all Rogers run stations stopped playing it.
Really?
CHFI was one of them. Yeah.
It's
Bunch of losers.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I read one of the lyrics of the song before it came out. It was like, I can't even remember, but it was like the line literally, "It's your body, your choice," was in the song.
He says it.
That's what he said, something like that.
The most like Me Too positive thing.
Yeah.
The most. Oh, that's so funny.
And it's like, hey, everybody's free to record whatever songs they want and listen or not listen. But
I think I talked to my mom about this.
It's a little ridiculous.
I talked to my mom about this, and she's much more intelligent than I am, and she like gave a whole explanation of like the time that the song was written. Obviously, some of the phrases that were said. I'm pretty sure it was her who told me this. I don't remember now. Some of the phrases that were said in those words like didn't mean like it was almost like a slang in a sense, right?
Yeah,
so I can't think of.
They're examining it through like as if those people just wrote it today.
Exactly,
which people do
which
with
wasn't the
all
case,
these things
right?
all the time.
Yeah, the whole song was about him not wanting her to leave. He's not forcing her to stay there. He's saying, "Oh, but it's cold outside." She wants to stay. That's the whole thing. She wants to, but she doesn't want to be seen as a slut. A little skank.
Yeah, and then people like just twist the context of he's keeping her there against her will.
She's being raped. Me too.
Dude, like, there's just so much to complain about cancel culture.
Cancel that old dead guy.
Dude, well, there was like, was it last year? Who's the guy? John Wayne. They like dug up some article from like Playboy, and it's like cancel John Wayne. It's like the guy died 35 years ago.
He's already canceled. He's done.
Like does he?
You can't cancel him anymore.
It's just ridiculous. It's always like. Sometimes, I don't want to say this is like that's like serious stuff, but like sometimes it's even dumber stuff like that. So Disney Plus launched recently, which is like Disney streaming service, like a competitor to Netflix. And I saw a tweet where somebody's like, "Oh, the episodes of The Simpsons on Disney Plus have this aspect ratio, so you miss out on these visual gags." And it was like just a photo of like an episode on Disney Plus, and then the same episode from when it aired, and the top of it's cut off, so it's like
Yeah.
Did you see this?
Oh, no, I didn't see this, but I heard about it.
Okay, so it was like 3 giant like silos of beer. I guess they're at like the Duff Beer Factory, and this is like Duff Light, and like Duff Smooth or whatever.
Yeah.
And the joke is they're all just coming out of the same big tube, flows into all big.
Okay.
But you don't see that in the Disney Plus version.
Right.
Nothing killer, right? So somebody tweets this. People are like, I don't know, everybody loves The Simpsons for some reason now.
Yeah.
Retweet and complain. So then Disney actually has to respond and be like, "Oh, we're adding more support for all these other things.
Yeah, we'll change it back to the way it was."
Yeah.
I expect them to shut up and don't watch it.
Next year in 2020, yada yada. And it's like Disney wasn't even going to like care about this at all, and they're like, great.
Can't do anything right.
Thunder Smasher 75 on Twitter, tweeted, and it's got like 23,000 retweets. So now we got to respond and do this.
Damn Thunder Smasher.
Like imagine. Okay, like imagine you go into work, right?
Yeah.
Like thinking of what you do. And it's like, you get there, the problems are all contained in the environment that you're in, right?
Yeah.
Now imagine you get into work and it's like, Thunder Smasher on Twitter complained, so now we got to do all this extra stuff.
I know. Dude, I'd be furious.
Yeah.
Those are the people who go and shoot up places, Shoot up the Walmarts and stuff like that. These are the people.
Thunder Smasher? Or like the people?
The people who have to deal with Thunder Smasher's backlash.
Yeah.
They get so sick. Oh, God damn it! I gotta fix all these aspect ratios. I'm gonna go shoot up a Walmart.
It's a little aggressive.
It might not be exactly how it all goes down, but
anyways,
yeah.
People complain about stuff, and we love to complain about the complainers.
Mm-hmm.
All right, which we'll get into a little bit more later. But so a listener of the show sent me this article because they said they actually texted this to me. And I said, ScruffCast@gmail.com. And they said, I didn't know how to send it. And I'm like, I say this every week. Right.
Please don't message our personal devices.
So, not that we read articles anymore, but it was just sort of a one-off thing. It was a story about person stabbed to death in fight over cutting in line for Popeye's crazy popular chicken sandwich. Now, I'm not even going to read the article. But I'm like, damn, This must be a really good chicken sandwich.
That's kind of what I gathered out of it.
Cut somebody in line and they get stabbed?
Well, I heard that this sandwich was actually like sold out for a while. Like for like weeks.
Yeah, what'd they do? Run out of chicken? Dude,
It was
it's
like
just bread,
so popular
it's just
that
bread
like,
and
it
chicken.
just blew up. Yeah, but it's all frozen, right? It's all pre-made and just sent there. So that's why, right? So somebody was stabbed over a sandwich.
Yeah, 2 men were waiting in line on Monday night from, I guess, whenever this article is written. When one of the men accused the other of cutting in front of him in a line, specifically for ordering chicken sandwiches. The fight spilled outside where one of the men stabbed the other. And then he was taken to the hospital and died less than an hour later. So, do you think the guy stabbed the other guy, then went back inside and ordered his chicken sandwich?
I think he got his chicken sandwich. Came out, stabbed the guy.
He's like, hold up. None of them want to leave the line. He's like,
Well, that's the thing, right? Like,
oh, you're going to get your ass whooped out there. And it's like, yeah.
The fight spilled outside after the men got their food.
Exactly. So, yeah, I'd whoop your ass right now, but I'm not getting out of the line for this chicken
I ain't
sandwich.
getting out of line either.
I ain't getting out of the line either. And then, the first guy gets a sandwich and he's like, yeah, well, you going to come whoop me now? Well, the other guy's waiting for his sandwich. It's like, number 43.
We got to try the sandwich, man.
Yeah, they have Popeyes here.
Yeah,
I haven't had Popeyes in a while.
Popeyes is delicious. I have to say, Popeyes is really good.
Yeah.
So that's what we're taking from this anyway. We're going to try this sandwich.
Dude, it's got to be a ridiculously good chicken sandwich.
It has to be. People are getting stabbed over it.
Yeah.
Make sure we don't butt anybody in line.
Like, what would you have to be standing in line for if somebody butts you in line for you to get that mad you'd stab them? I'd have to, like, literally be standing in line, like, at my own wedding, and some random person comes in there.
Tries to scoop up your wife?
Yeah, and, like, cuts ahead of line.
Even then, I don't think I'd stab somebody.
No, because, like, you're so clearly... See, that's a different scenario because it's your wedding.
I know, yeah. You just
But,
dude, what are you doing?
like,
Get out of here.
I'm trying to think...
Everybody would have your back on that one
Yeah.
in the whole building.
Everybody's just like, oh, this guy's much more handsome than the guy who was out there before. You'd be like, what the hell?
Okay, I guess she's getting married to this guy instead. And even she's
Getting
on
married
board.
to
Yay!
Jamal.
Yeah, Jamal. What was that? Jamal Williamson.
Anyways, this just must be a good chicken sandwich.
Yeah.
All right. So, next thing on the list. This is another Twitter moment, right? Because that's how it happens. One person has a tweet, and then it explodes, and then it turns into a Twitter moment, right?
Moment.
Like that Simpsons aspect ratio thing. I saw this, and I was like, man, I hate cancel culture. It's gone too far.
Yeah.
A controversial 2011 vitamin water ad is recirculating. So, someone took a picture, which, granted, like, in all honesty, this ad is just brutal. It's a sticker on the outside of one of those like big, large stand-up coolers you see inside like a gas station or something like that, a convenience store, for vitamin water, and it says vitamin water, and then it says flu shots are so last year.
Yeah.
Right. It's just brutal. And it says underneath more vitamin C, more immunity, less snotty tissues. Right. Almost like posing like, hey, you don't need the flu shot. You can just drink vitamin water instead.
I guess. Yeah.
Pretty skeevy, right? So someone finds this picture and then just tweets and goes, oh no, and then the tweet blows up, right?
Yeah. This is irresponsible marketing.
But here's the thing, dude, the tweet is the picture, the ad is from 2011. So people are complaining like, oh, vitamin water, how could you do this? You should be canceled, yada yada. But it's like,
And they're like, what?
they already got canceled 8 years ago because they got in trouble, and then this ad they deemed it was like against the guidelines.
Yeah.
So vitamin water had to like remove the ad and like pay a fine or whatever.
Yeah, they've already had to deal with this.
And people are trying to complain and get it like taken down again. And the thing is, nobody does, and like, not that we're like, journalists or anything, or like actually research, but like, nobody looks into anything and just jumps on board.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Vitamin water, this is responsible. Are you kidding me, vitamin water? Your marketing strategy for this year is to advocate against an essential public health invention that protects newborns to elderly and immunocompromised people? Is this a sick joke? That was one of the tweets, and it's like, it's actually
Settle
not
down. Like, come on, it's not that bad. If you're going to take your advice from a vitamin water ad anyway, then you deserve to die from the flu.
Seriously, if you go...
You would be someone who would die from the flu.
Yeah. Like, what is this? Like, not like 13th century Germany?
Yeah, seriously.
Damn, more vitamin C. I don't need the flu shot. Right?
It makes
I'm just going to drink vitamin water.
It makes no sense.
Yeah.
Like, people... I've never gotten I don't think... Well, maybe when I was a kid, but I've never willingly gotten a flu shot in my entire life. Nor do I ever plan on
I don't remember the last time. And it's not like I'm like, don't believe in them or anything like that. How can you not believe? It's like... It's science,
Well,
right?
listen to this.
But the thing is, like, I just, I don't know. I feel like my immune system is normally naturally pretty strong. I rarely get sick. I was actually just telling my girlfriend the other day that she has the immune system of a potato bug.
Oh, boy.
And then the next day, she's like, I think I'm getting sick. I'm like, told you.
Yeah, it's funny enough. So our doctor, our family doctor, is also like the same for the doctor for Anna's family, right? So Anna's mom took like their grandmother, her mom, to the doctor, whatever, right? So she's asking the doctor, like, oh, should my mother, Anna's grandmother, get the flu shot? And the doctors aren't allowed to, be like, yeah, for sure, she's definitely, or be like, no, she shouldn't, right? They're not supposed to be doing that. So she just said, well, how do you know that that this year's line of flu is going to be the same as the one that's like prevented with this flu shot?
Fair enough.
Yeah. And she was just like, okay. Like, all right, that's all I need to know. Because the doctor was kind of just like,
I like
there's different strands of the flu,
like,
right?
You
like,
could get it, but you could still get the flu.
Yeah, you're still
right?
probably going to get the flu. Because it may not cover what this year's flu is.
Yeah.
Like, they're all different.
Especially if you're older and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I don't know. Do we actually know the science of the flu shot?
Absolutely
Obviously
not,
we
no.
don't.
No.
But when I saw here vitamin water getting canceled again a second time 8 years later, I was like, no, I won't stand for this.
Jesus Christ, you should only be able to get canceled once.
Exactly.
For the one thing.
Yeah, they already got in trouble.
Can't get double canceled on the same thing. It's not fair.
Well, isn't there like a law in the United double jeopardy? You can't get tried twice for the same crime.
Yeah, I think there is. Yeah.
Yeah, you can't get canceled again for the same grievance.
Same thing.
It's going to be called John's rule.
John's rule.
No, the ScruffCast rule. It's not my rule.
The StacheCast rule.
Yeah, we'll share it.
Thank you. All right.
All right. Well, that was all we had in the notes.
Now for the most fun part of the podcast.
Yes.
The top 5.
And listeners, keep writing into us with your suggestions for top 5 topics. Because I don't want to say we struggle to come up with them, but we want to bring you guys the topics you want to hear.
That's exactly it. Yeah. So this week, we teased it a little earlier. So with my original rule of being able to watch one Christmas movie on the parade, and with the parade being on Sunday,
Santa Claus parade.
yeah, last Sunday, we decided to do our top 5 Christmas movies. A little tease into next month's. Well, we gotta have a cool name for it.
Yeah, I feel
The
like
December. I don't know.
we should do like some sort of rebrand almost for the month, because you know how like brands will kind of do that to like take a whole month.
Yeah.
We'll do something like that.
Okay. We'll sort that out. I like
All
it
right.
though. All right. Anyway, top 5 Christmas movies. Want me to take it away?
Go for it, Dan.
All right. My number 5, Elf. Now, I'm not a big fan of Will Ferrell, but this movie is good. Like, it's probably one of his better movies besides Step Brothers. It's just a solid Christmas movie. I like it. It's not my favorite, but it's in my top 5 nonetheless. It's a funny movie.
All right.
And it's joyous. That's about all I have for that,
joyous.
actually.
So my number 5, actually, you just made me do a switcheroo here. Because my number 5 is also going to be Elf.
You can keep it at number 5 if you want.
No, it was going to be number 4, and then I bumped it back. Because I was like, you know what? Yeah, it's okay.
Okay.
For all the same things you said. It's funny, It's a little, it's almost like a little overbearing,
Yeah.
Like, okay, we get it. He's a giant elf.
Ha, so funny.
Yeah.
That being said, it's still in our top 5.
Yeah, of course. There's tons of shitty Christmas movies out there.
Yeah, for sure.
All right.
All right.
Shout out to Elf. We
Shout out
don't
to
put the
Elf,
movies in the list to shit on them.
It's true, yeah. So, yeah, shout out to Elf. My number 4, Home Alone, the original. This is Kevin McAllister's beginning, his first Home Alone experience. And it's such a good movie. It's hilarious just him being home alone in the house and all the shenanigans he gets up to. And you got what are the names in the movie?
I don't know.
Harry and the 2 robbers anyway.
Herbert.
No. No, not Herbert.
Harry and Herbert. Steve.
No. Marv.
Marv.
Well,
What a name.
Yeah. So anyway, and the two of them, he's like, I just like all the scenes are so funny. Just like the pizza scene where the guy comes to deliver the pizza, and he's got like the TV.
Yeah.
He's playing whatever.
Take the change, you filthy animal.
Take the change, you filthy animal.
There's a lot of good.
And keep the change, you filthy animal.
Oh, that's what it is. Keep the change.
And so like it's just funny, like a little 6-year-old kid, because it's like a Christmas movie, but it doesn't like.
Its
the
focus
time of
Christmas.
the movie is at Christmas time, but its focus isn't necessarily Christmas.
Yeah.
It's like a kid outsmarting a bunch of burglars.
For my Christmas movies, I like when it's like the focus is actually Christmas, although that's not always the case.
For sure, yeah.
Unless, a couple things about Home Alone. Mm-hmm. I was a big fan of Home Alone 3, the direct to VHS one, right? That's a classic. Different kid. And also, I've been seeing ads on Facebook recently, and as I read it out loud for the listeners, they'll probably start getting them as well because their phones are probably listening to them. For the Toronto Symphony Orchestra doing a concert, the music of Home Alone.
Oh, yeah, right? Yeah.
Dude, does this movie have any iconic music? I couldn't name any, like... I could listen to the music from the movie and I wouldn't even know it's from the movie.
Yeah.
So then I looked it up, and it actually was nominated for Best Original Song, the song I don't remember, and it was nominated for the at the Academy Awards Best Original Score, like music track as well.
I have to like pay closer attention next time I watch the movie.
I was like blown away. I was like, what?
Yeah, it's pretty great.
Backed by popular demand. I didn't even know there's demand at all.
No, there's demand, let alone popular demand.
Yeah.
All right,
Home Alone, good choice. My number 4. This is a movie I haven't seen in a long time. Mm-hmm. But I just like the feeling of it.
Okay.
The Santa Claus with Tim Allen.
Oh, okay. I've never actually seen it.
Right. I think there's 3 of them.
Yeah,
right?
There's a few.
For listeners unfamiliar, it's with Tim Allen, and he basically... dude, it's been so long I barely remember. But he has to sort of take on the role of Santa because Santa can't deliver the gifts for some reason. Mm-hmm. Or Tim Allen, I think... it hurts him or knocks him out or something. I think Santa goes to deliver the gifts or something, and Tim Allen, I don't know, accidentally hurts him or something, or he falls off the roof.
Right,
I think he was just making this whole thing up. Maybe. I don't remember.
You like the movie, that's all that matters.
But I like the movie, but not enough to remember what happens in it. And it's the Santa Claus, but clause is in Clause, like a clause in a contract.
Oh, okay.
So he signs his contract.
Oh, I never caught that. Interesting.
And then he actually transforms into Santa. He becomes fat. He has a beard. Also, just a sort of sidebar, underrated Tim Allen movie is Jungle to Jungle. Anybody's ever seen that?
It. No, never even heard of it.
It's with him and Martin Short and this kid from Africa or somewhere. He adopts him, and the kid doesn't understand life in North America because he's a New York City businessman.
Oh, Jungle to Jungle.
Jungle to Jungle.
Jungle to concrete jungle. I get it.
Yeah, and he actually takes the fish out of Martin Short's fish tank, which is his prized possession, and he barbecues them. Martin Short just loses his shit.
That's pretty funny.
Dude, maybe it wasn't with Tim Allen at all.
Oh, man.
Maybe it just says Martin Short. Anyways. Dude, what do you think he's up to these days?
I gotta search this up now. It is Tim Allen, it is.
Oh, okay, Tim Allen's in it.
And Martin Short,
Okay.
Oh, the African kid is white, though. Oh, boy, that would not fly right now.
Definitely not.
Jesus. All right.
I think his name was Mimi Siku or something.
Yeah, that was exactly what it was. Yeah.
Shout out.
Shout out, Mimi Siku. Okay, number 3. Jingle All the Way. Dude, I loved this movie as a kid growing up. It was probably, as a kid, my favorite Christmas movie. I saw the whole thing. First off, it's Arnold Schwarzenegger, which is awesome. And what's that guy's name? Sinbad?
Yeah.
Yeah, and Sinbad in this movie. And it's the two fathers, and they're battling out trying to get the final toy. And I remember as a kid, I feel like it doesn't happen anymore, but maybe just because we're not aware of it. We're not looking for toys. But dude, toys used to actually sell out. Things would sell out back then.
Yeah, there'd be none left.
You couldn't get them anymore.
There's no Amazon.
Yeah, getting the big toy. You know how hard it was to get a goddamn Beyblade?
Dude,
it was impossible to get one of those things. Yeah. I feel like that doesn't exist anymore. Maybe not, but maybe it still does. But this is what that movie was about. Trying to get the doll. It was a little superhero action figure. That's what it was. Right?
Turbo Man.
That was it. Thank you. And I just love it. It's such a good movie. He's going all around trying to find this thing, and him and Sinbad are constantly getting into battles. And dude, there's one scene in it where Sinbad says he has a bomb in one of his packages, and they're in a radio station or something like that. Oh, dude, if that actually happened in real life, you'd be you'd be in jail for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
Domestic terrorist. That's it.
Your kid would not be getting Turbo Man for
No,
Christmas. That's for sure. Good choice.
Yeah.
My number 3. Absolute Christmas classic. You might be thinking, wow, it's not higher on your list. But National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
Great movie.
The seminal Christmas movie. Mm-hmm. There's just so much to love about this movie.
Yeah.
It's so quotable. It's probably like I want to say the most famous Christmas movie.
I'd say it's up
at
there.
least in the circles of like my families. Dude, it's just so good. So good when he goes tobogganing down the hill. Later, dudes.
Yeah.
He just fucking takes off.
Yeah. He like launches like. He just he's like a rocket.
He's like going
so
like
funny.
Mach 3 down the
he
hill.
just like he like whacks his thing, launches down. That is a good movie. Those movies. There's also a National Lampoon's Vegas Vacation, which is also really funny.
Yeah, and a European Vacation, which I don't think I've seen that one. I've seen the Vegas one though.
Yeah, I haven't seen the European.
And I think there's just a National Lampoon's Family Vacation,
like an original one.
Yeah.
Right.
But dude, who was it? I was watching that movie not that long, like last year or whatever, and then the mom from Everybody Loves Raymond, who died I think last year.
Oh.
Rest in peace. I don't even know her name. Was in that movie, and she's old in that movie. And this movie's old.
The movie came out in like the 80s, I think. Yeah. All right. My number 2. Miracle on 34th Street. Now, I'm talking like the newer version, which I still came out in like the 90s. Have you seen the movie, John?
Once briefly.
Okay. So
wait, is the newer one, does it have the girl from Matilda in it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, she's the little girl. So the whole thing is like the mother of the Matilda girl works at a department store, and they get a like a Santa for the Macy's parade, but the guy ends up being drunk, so they pull this other guy off the street who actually claims to be Santa Claus, and he says, "I am Santa Claus," or whatever, right? So there's this like whole thing that happens, and he ends up like kind of getting like almost like I think it's like he almost gets like charged for fraud. Like by saying he's Santa Claus, because he can't actually like prove it in a sense, but he's like, so the whole thing is, so then like the mother has a friend and this guy's a lawyer, and he now has to defend the Santa Claus. Like, it's just such a different take on a Christmas movie, right?
That's interesting.
Yeah, it's like a court case Santa thing, right? It's just like, and so like the prosecutors are trying to like say that he's crazy, like he's a crazy old man, whatever. Because I think he hits somebody, but like this person eggs him on purposely, right? So anyway.
Wait, and Santa hits somebody?
Yeah.
Damn,
with his
Santa
cane.
Wild and
with his cane. With his cane.
Dude, when I'm old, I'm gonna have a cane for sure.
Oh yeah.
With like a bear at the top.
Yeah,
like
really
the cane
cool,
to handle,
yeah.
and like 2 little rubies for the bear's eyes.
More of a pimp cane.
Yeah.
Not so much I'm old cane.
No, it's an I'm old cane, but like I'm old, but I got swagger. I'll whack you with the cane if you talk some smack.
Okay, I like it. Yeah. Okay, anyway, Jingle All the Way.
Not
Jingle. Miracle on 34th Street.
My number 2. Now this is sort of the opposite of what I was saying before, where I like movies more where Christmas is the focus of the movie. Christmas is kind of the focus. The movie takes place at Christmas, and it's a fairly recent movie. Daddy's Home 2. Have you seen this one, Dan?
I haven't. I've seen Daddy's Home, which is really good.
So it's for listeners, I guess, who aren't familiar. It's a sequel, obviously, to the first Daddy's Home, which the concept is Mark Wahlberg and Will Ferrell, he's coming back now, are both are like parents to the same. This is what it is. Mark Wahlberg is a kid's dad, and then Will Ferrell is married Mark Wahlberg's ex-wife, and is like the new stepdad.
Yeah.
And Mark Wahlberg's like way more cool and stuff.
Yeah.
And Will Ferrell's kind of like a ween, right?
Yeah.
No matter what he does, the kids always love
their actual dad more.
Love Mark Wahlberg more, even though Will Ferrell tries so hard.
Yeah.
So then this movie is Mark Wahlberg is like married again now as well to somebody else. So then now he's the stepdad
to someone else's kid.
And then that kid's original dad is John Cena. So he's even cooler than Mark Wahlberg, right?
That's hilarious.
So all of them go up together, because I guess at the end of the first movie they kind of like all get along or whatever.
Yeah, they make peace. Yeah.
So they're gonna all go up to this big cabin, like somewhere up near the woods, like for a big Christmas, right? Which is like, dude, that's my dream. Like you go to the cabin, it's like the giant Christmas tree, it's like snowy outside, the big family Christmas. Dude, just living in the Christmas movies, my dream. Anyways, dude, just so much wacky shit happens in this movie, It's funny, and it's just a good movie. And when I saw it took place around Christmas, which I didn't know going into the movie, I was like, yes, now I have an excuse to watch this all the time because it's a Christmas movie too.
Maybe that's the one I'll watch.
Add that to your list.
All right, I will. Okay. On the honorable mention, one you've already named, the National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. Probably should have been higher up in my list. Definitely could have beaten out Elf. But it is where it is. Yeah, like you said, it's just such a classic movie. And then that one scene specifically where he's racing down the hill and on the little toboggan, that is just, it's so funny.
Later, dudes.
Yeah, it's so funny. Chevy Chase,
just a classic.
Yeah, that's it. Just classic, good movie.
All right, so I'm kind of cheating a little with my honorable mention here, but I have to give a shout out. Okay, and an honorable mention to those Netflix original Hallmark Channel Christmas movies, dude.
Okay.
So cheesy but so good.
All
dude,
right.
I just love them. They're so bad, but they're so good.
Have you watched any of the new ones on Netflix?
The new ones yet? No, because it's not December 1st yet.
True. Yep.
Right?
Okay.
But think of things like the Netflix original Christmas Prince, okay?
Okay.
It's about this, I don't even remember, this woman, it's always typical, right? Woman, small town, falls in love with this guy, but then he's actually, a prince or something.
Of course,
right?
yeah.
Something like that. So then they made Christmas Prince 2. Also, that one's really good as well.
Okay. So any Hallmark Christmas movie, pretty much. All right.
Dude, I just love those movies. It just makes you think of man, I just want to live in the movie. Because it's Christmas, everyone's happy, it's just awesome. Everything always works out in those movies.
Yeah,
it's never no, Santa got drunk and Christmas is ruined. It always works out awesome. And it's just
they
really
all
makes me
they
feel...
all always end up somewhere like Christmas in New York City with a nice light snowfall.
Exactly. One time I was watching, I think it was called Once Upon a Holiday with Karen, but then she just kept making fun of the movie, and I'm like, you're ruining Christmas.
Just trying to enjoy this.
I'm just trying to enjoy it. She keeps making jokes. Anyways,
that's funny.
So shout out to those.
All right. My number one.
I'm very curious.
There is no other number one in the world.
Because this is not going to be on my list.
You think so?
I'm pretty sure.
We don't have the same number one.
What's your number one?
My number one. Home Alone 2.
Of course, because you mentioned Home Alone, the first one.
Now, very rarely does a sequel to a movie, does it beat out the original. And in this case, it does. Again, the same situation. This kid happens to get lost again. And it's funny too, because they don't just cheap out and the exact same. Oh, he got lost the exact same way. Oh no! And even this time, they made sure he was on the bus. Where is he? Oh, okay, he's here. There was no way he was getting lost this time.
This is where, but he gets on the wrong flight or whatever.
Yeah,
and he goes to New York by himself.
He's trying to get the batteries for the camera or for the whatever it is, voice recorder, out of the bag. And he thinks he's following his dad onto the plane, but it's a guy with the same jacket. And and he ends up in New York. And it's that movie's better than the first one. And he runs into those same burglars again. It's just so funny. The whole scenario is happening all over again. I just love it. Home Alone 2 is by far my favorite Christmas movie. I can't believe it's not your number one. It's clearly not.
Home Alone and Home Alone 2 didn't make my list.
Jesus Christ.
Dude, I told you, I like the movies where Christmas is more the focus.
Yeah, I guess.
Now, my number one was already on your list. Undisputable. My favorite Christmas movie. Jingle All the Way.
Did you?
Dude,
I
love this.
Such a good movie.
I had to hold a little bit of it in, so I had more to say.
I know, I did. Yeah, I didn't even think it was on your list. But then again, you're Sinbad. Yeah, he's in it. Oh, Turbo Man. That's the.
Dude,
thing.
I love
You knew
this
a little
movie
too
so
much. I should have caught on.
Because it has Arnold Schwarzenegger, who, dude, his acting is just. I don't want to say it's so good, but it's just funny.
Yeah, it's
right.
It's funny.
Because he's trying his best. He's the mattress king or whatever, right? And he goes. Oh, you're my favorite customer. You're my favorite customer, right? Every time he calls, then his wife calls and he goes, "You're my favorite customer," and he goes, "Oh, sorry, honey," right? And she's all mad because he's supposed to make it to his kid's karate meet.
Yeah.
So then he's speeding there, right? And he goes, "I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna make it."
Yeah.
Which, dude, I say that to myself every now and then. When I'm rushing to catch the train or something in the morning. I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna make it. And it's I didn't make it because he gets pulled over right by a police officer.
Right.
Dude, it's just so funny. Yeah, he's battling against Sinbad. Right, and it has one of the best scenes ever, which is there's this. I can't remember the guy's name, but he did one of the voices on The Simpsons.
Okay,
and he died years ago, in the 90s. He did the voice of Ken Brock. No, not Ken Brock. I don't remember who he did the voice of.
Okay, anyway,
but I think his name is Phil something. But he actually got murdered, I think, in the 90s. But anyways, he plays the next door neighbor, right? And he's kind of
that guy died.
Yeah.
Oh, whose voice does he do? I know it. It's in my
Yeah. He does Lionel Hutz, the salesman, but he also does
Yeah.
a couple other people. But anyways.
Yeah. Oh, damn, that guy got murdered.
Yeah, he's trying to like squeak in with Arnold Schwarzenegger's wife because Arnold Schwarzenegger's really busy because the whole thing is he said that he had already got the Turbo Man doll. So Arnold Schwarzenegger calls his house to be like, "Oh, honey, yeah, I'm just out doing something for work. Don't worry." And that guy answers the phone. He goes, "Oh, yeah, I was just making cookies over here." And he goes, "Oh, your wife's cookies are so good." He goes, "Put that cookie down!" Yeah. And he yells, right? And dude, it's just one of the best lines in like movie history. And then there's this awesome remix on YouTube where it's like, "Put that cookie down, put that cookie down, put that cookie down now." Dude, it's just so good. I'll tweet that video out as well.
All right.
Yeah, just my favorite Christmas movie. I just love it.
Yeah. No, it's fantastic.
So good.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
I'm gonna make it.
There we go. Top 5 Christmas movies. Let us know what your top 5 are. We're curious. A little sneak peek into Christmas. A little early this year.
God,
then we're going to put it away. We're going to put it away for a week.
Yeah.
This is just a little hint.
Yep. We're not even going to mention Christmas
No,
next
Christmas
week.
doesn't even exist next week.
No. Kind of related to Christmas, I'm looking here. We have our Tim Hortons cups, and it says, what does it say on here? It just says always fresh.
Happy holidays.
Always fresh. Isn't that a Subway's slogan?
No. Always fresh. Always Tim Hortons.
Dude, I haven't heard that like jingle in a long time. What's Subway's then? Eat fresh.
Eat fresh, yeah.
Well, always fresh is like telling me about the product. Eat fresh is like bossing me around. Eat fresh. It's like, oh, geez.
All right.
Well, okay.
All right, I will.
Where can I eat fresh? at Subway.
Oh, Subway. Okay.
Anyways, but I saw, I didn't want to get into the whole, you can't say Merry Christmas. It's all about to be happy holidays.
Yeah.
So Starbucks came out with their themed cups. I haven't been to Starbucks since this happened. I haven't been to Starbucks in a long time, but I saw, people talking about it on Twitter, complaining, of course. And now, it's not that I'm like, you got to say Merry Christmas. What's going on in this world? But it's like the worst slogan I've ever seen. So it said, we wish you a Merry Coffee. Dude, so fucking lame.
Yeah, that's stupid.
You pay millions of dollars for your marketing department and they just replace the word Christmas with coffee? Dude, so bad.
Brutal.
Anyway, just looking at these Tim Hortons cups made me think about it.
There we go. All
What was that?
All right, that's it for this week. Got anything you want to add?
No, listeners, write in to ScruffCast@gmail.com with your top 5 Christmas movies. Even if you don't have 5, just write in and give us one Christmas movie.
Yeah, your favorite.
Yeah, your favorite one.
We want to know.
We want to know.
Is it just me who thinks Home Alone 2 is the best Christmas movie of all time? Maybe it is. I thought it was like I thought everybody in the world thought this.
No, dude. Home Alone 2, they're okay. Not bad.
All right.
Dude, it's just so ridiculous. Like, nowadays, it never happened.
Yeah, well, this is the 90s. Things were like the Wild Wild West back then.
Wild Wild West, that's another movie throwback. Wait, you've never seen it? Wild Wild West?
I haven't, no.
With Will Smith?
No, I haven't. There's not many people who did see it, John. It was a bomb. Like it bombed in the box office.
Really?
Yeah.
Speaking of box office bombs, Charlie's Angels just got, smoked.
And not surprising at
For,
all.
$8 million. And then they tried to complain that men don't like to go see women action movies. People are like, excuse me, bitch? What about, Wonder Woman and Captain Marvel and all those movies made shit tons of money?
Yeah, exactly. And you know what? Isn't that our own choice if we don't want to go see a woman's
movie? It's like
movie?
you're shaming us, right?
Yeah. Are you going to start forcing us to go watch women's movies so you can make a few extra bucks?
Yeah.
You bunch of losers.
Shake
That's it.
my head.
That's all. We're not getting into that any further.
No. But please consider going to our Movember team page. It'll be in the description of either the podcast service you're using to listen to this, or on YouTube, or check on Twitter, or on Instagram in our bio. It's the link there.
Yes.
And consider donating to support men's health. We'll post a picture of our beautiful mustaches for the StacheCast.
That's right. Check them out. Find them on Twitter. Find them on Instagram. And you know where to find us. Email scruffcast@gmail.com.
Yep, this takes me back to the old days
that.
where we'd get 30 minutes and then just plug everything for another 5 minutes.
Yeah, I know. All right. Okay, well, that's it. That's all for this episode. All right. Thanks for listening to episode... Wait, what is this?
75.
Okay, yeah. Okay, here we go. I'm back on track. I got this now. Ready? That's it for episode 75 of the ScruffCast. Thanks for listening, everybody, and we'll catch you next week.
As I'm watching her go all out.
thinking this, oh damn that bad thing. I can tell you're really good at distracting.
She's being raped!